Welcome to episode 3 of the Maverick videos. This is our new Harris Hawk. So we've had him now for about 10 days. And what I've just been doing is a bit of TLC, as we call it. So he's now got some new anklets on. I've had a look at his feet, given them a little clean there, and put some new furniture on, and coated his beak as well. So starting with the anklets, these are the ones he had on that he came with. Nothing wrong with them. False alamari type anklets there that go through the hole on the side there and lock into place. Now he's been wearing just those in the aviary, and he managed to pull one off the other day, and they are a little bit looser, so not too surprising, but I thought we'll match him up to the quality we've got with all our other birds. So he's now wearing these lovely, what we call A. Clark ones, made by A. Clark, bought online, manufactured by themselves, stitched anklets with the nice little eyelets on there, and this is a nice male Harris Hawk size, and they fit on rather nicely. I've then popped on these jesses, so we've gone for the braided jesses. I've actually got the blue and yellow ones made by one of our team members, Nick, and then a black leash that she made as well for now. We'll get colour matching, colour coding ones later, but for now, that's certainly suitable. And whilst I had him cast in a towel, I had his feet cleaned. So the reason we use the towel is because with a bird like this, trying to put anklets on or clean its feet when it's just sat on a perch, well, it's near impossible. It's going to move and fidget and jump about. And I also wanted to look at his beak, so I cast him in a towel, and this is for two reasons. Well, two additional reasons other than the control element. One is it keeps my hands, my bare hands, off his feathers. We don't want to be touching his wings there to remove the oil. And the second reason is it covered his eyes. Out of sight, out of mind with the bird of prey. That's why you may see them wearing hoods a bit like this as well sometimes. I'll come onto the hood in just a moment. So once I had him cast, I was able to get hold of his feet. I gave them a clean with an old toothbrush and some warm water, and then popped on some F10. So this is an antibacterial cream. It can come in a cream form. This is more like a Vaseline type form, and it also comes in a spray bottle as well, and we use that when we're cleaning aviaries. And the bird can sit straight on the F10 on the perches, or you can actually apply it to their feet. Now it can be used to treat something like bumblefoot, but it's quite useful sometimes as a preventative treatment as well. It also works just to moisturise his feet. Actually, we're a little bit dry when I inspected them, so popping a bit of that on there has helped. But even Vaseline, standard Vaseline, is also very useful. So pop the new anklets on, he's had a little nibble of them there, and then coat his beak. So what I use is a pair of sharp pliers like this, and a file like so. It's quite a quick job. I just took the very edge of it off. I don't know if you can tell, but there it is. It's not quite as sharp and as pointy as it was, but I've just taken the very end off and then filed it down a little bit. It'll of course grow out again. If we don't occasionally coat that beak down, it'll get really long, curve around, the bird will struggle to actually swallow its food, and it can become really quite bad. So we've got to trim it down, and it wasn't too bad, but I thought while I had him cast, I may as well have a go at clipping that beak. So quick trim, quick file down, and that'll last probably a few months at least. Now the reason I did that then is because I didn't have the hood. Now if he's hood trained, we can actually pop the hood on and cup his beak and file his beak with that on there. Having said that, some birds of prey will actually let you cup their beak or file their beak down without any kind of hood, and you just hold their beak steady. And of course you can't hood an owl, so when I do something like Eva, my Canadian great horned owl, surprisingly she actually does let me just hold on to it there. So he's playing with his new furniture, he's thinking, what's these? These are a bit different. So I'm going to have a go with the hood now, just to see what it's like. I don't think he'll want to wear it. A bird like this isn't usually hooded as often as a falcon would be, and I forgot to ask the previous owner if he was ever hood trained or if he ever wore a hood, but being able to wear a hood is quite useful for when we're doing, as I say, coping the beak. If we're walking to a flying arena, for example, a flying area, then that would be quite useful as well. Now, I'm just going to say, I would take a guess that he's not going to like it that much, and I won't force it on him, but it's just a case of finding out. This is the first time I've done this, I'll do it on camera. So he is looking at it with some interest, probably doesn't know what it is. I'm going to slowly bring it up to his head. I'm not going to try putting it on, I'm trying to put it up to his face here to see how he responds. He's investigating a little bit, having a little nibble. Wings are out, he's not sure. Yeah, he's a little bit hood shy, which I thought he would be. It's not essential for me to have a hood on him because the box that we use as a travel box is like a giant hood. It's dark inside and it allows us to transport him around. That's what hoods are genuinely for. But it does help to keep them calm when you're about to fly them. It's got a bit of a use. So I may have a go at hood training him later, which will take a bit of time. I'll sit there slowly introducing the hood, having a go, putting it on his chest like that, getting him used to it. That's the very start of hood training there, but it's not essential if he's not hooded. Right, I'm now going to go weigh him, see where he's at. I believe he's down to what we call his flying weight. I can tell he's keen, these noises he's making, I think some of them mean, are you going to feed me now or what? So let's weigh him and see where he's at. So he's weighing in about 1.7½. That's as low as I want to take him. I think tomorrow I'm going to start doing some things on a crayons, that's flying to the fist on a line, and may even flying free within the next day or two. So I'm going to feed him up now. He's having a bit of a rest day. We've done quite a bit of the stuff in the aviary like in the last video. So I've got some de-yolked cockerel chicks here. He's going to have about 3 of those, and that should keep him going. And then tomorrow I'll have a go with some chicken legs to the fist and maybe a large mouse to finish him off. Hope you've enjoyed this episode of Maverick the Harris Hawk. Until next time, thanks for watching.